Well, hello. I'm super glad you're here. We are back for the next episode of Every Kind of I Do, where Jen here, me, Weirdo Weddings Photography, I'm going to be talking about my weirdo couples, my lovely inspirational weddings that I've worked over the years, and everything in between where you can gather your own inspiration or we can have a conversation about your wedding and the things that you got to do on your wedding day. So today's going to be a super fun one because in my line of work, I have a lot of people that are very nerdy and quirky, but they don't always have an external representation of that. Like in a future episode or another episode, I'll be talking about mermaids. This one is a different kind of mermaid, okay? So I am naming this episode The Purples and the Mermaid Hair because there's a couple of elements in this wedding that really lend to inspiration, but also have like this subtlety of a mermaid. So let's get into it. She's already looking gorgeous here on the first graphic. So okay, so we're going to get right into the fact that her shoes were a statement piece, like 100%. And even just from this one angle, you can see the intensity of the color. I'm wearing my purple gown today. Actually, I'm wearing my Renaissance gown. Wow, I got butterfly wings. But in honor of their wedding, I'm wearing this beautiful purple today because I always want to accessorize with my couples if I can. So today we're talking about these crazy purple shoes, all right? They are amazing. They are absolutely intense in color. And I believe there's a little, maybe this is a something blue on the shoe because I don't remember what this is on the front, but it was a little accent that's put on there. So I believe it was probably added after the shoe. Maybe all this was added. I don't know. But I love that there's a little sparkle to it, but really the statement is the color. And this whole wedding was infused with various forms of purple. And so, what I want you to think about in today's episode is what is your color? And is a specific color that you do want to like focus on? 100% like up to you. If you want to do multiple colors, you've been with me for several episodes now. You know exactly that you can do a lot of different colors and get away with it. And you can focus on one color and you can totally get away with that too. Doesn't matter. It's your day. So I grabbed this photo because it was them interacting together, and it really shows her hair. Okay, I show up on the day of, I don't remember if we talked about this ahead of time, but she told me that one of her ideas and dreams for her wedding was to have mermaid hair. And she already had pretty long hair, but what she did was she spent a lot of time in getting hair extensions so she could have the mermaid hair. And so I wanted to show you like this is the beautiful thing about doing your day your way is that do you want mermaid hair? Do you want it? Can you rock it out? Look at her. She's totally rocking it out. She has it all the way down to her waist and the back of her back there. And if you were to, there was a way to like photograph it from the back, which I'm sure I have other photos, and I'll come back to this wedding another episode. But really, we're talking about just the mermaid hair and showcasing how much hair she actually has in this wedding. So I like this because, think about Ariel, the Little Mermaid, right? She's got a lot of hair. It was bright red, bright red. It was red hair. And there's something about having all of that hair that you can accessorize, you can keep it simple. She has a very simple back accessory there on the back of her head. So I think it's just lovely. And the way it's parted too, like some people have bangs and some people do not have bangs. And that is something that you might want to consider how you do your hair normally, or are you going to try to do your hair a different way on your wedding day that's completely out of your comfort zone? Now, a word of caution on that though. If you're trying to do everything the day of, and what if something goes wrong, right? So what you might want to do, just how you test your makeup, maybe if you're getting something done to your hair, you do your testing of your hair at the same time. Do testing of hair and makeup. That way, you know the day of you're not going to have something go wrong and it's going to look weird, right? So that's something to consider if you're thinking about mermaid hair. But also you can see his purple details over here. Purple tie, purple florals. And we're going to move on to the next photo because, yes, yes, my friends, we do have more of the bouquet here. So, quite obviously, she's got a lot of varieties of purple hues here. You can see some light, medium, and dark purples, but then you also see the subtle accents. To me, it's very subtle, but it just kind of it blends in. That's what I mean. It's like you can see it, but it's not like standing out. Like it stands out to enough of a color tone that it's fine. And then she's got the sparkles here at the bottom wrapped on to the bouquet, just so you can see that a little bit closer. Because clearly she has an idea of she wants that little bit of a sparkle. She wants a little bit of that whimsy added to this style here. And then she's got a necklace going on, but see how her mermaid hair gently spirals down the side of her shoulder, and you have just like this little bit of hair off to the side. And I love this for her because she's so happy. She is so happy with this look. And I know her husband was happy. They are so cute. Still to this day, they're super cute. And so yeah, everything that you need to know about mermaid hair and purples is in this episode. So I love what they did here. She doesn't have any other purple accessories on that I can see. And then if she does, then it's not in the photos that I picked. So this is another clear version of them hanging out together. This is what it looks like in the landscape that, we were at. I believe this was also another one of my rainy days. So not only is it nice and overcast right now, but during the actual wedding ceremony, it was raining. So people had some umbrellas, people were in parkas and ponchos. I was hiding my camera underneath my dress at the times or underneath a sleeve or something so I could keep my camera dry while I was photographing this wedding. But here we can also see a little bit more of her dress form where we have the buttons all the way up the back. She has a very open back, but also what you're not going to see in this episode is they are ballroom dancers. And they do that for, I don't know if they did it for fun or if they were trying to do it professionally, but for their actual wedding reception, they had a lot of ballroom dancer friends there. So everybody on the dance floor looked like they were doing amazing moves. And there's something different about dance, right? Like instead of just dancing on the floor, but then you're actually like throwing your arm and her hair was flying, y'all. When you talk about mermaid hair, think about how it's flying on the dance floor. How amazing is that? You know what? In the next episode I talk about this wedding, I will show you the flying hair photos. It didn't occur to me to throw that in here today, but I do want to say, like, hooray to love. Hooray to purples and mermaid hair. And you can see how it all works together. They're super happy. You can see her floral detail here. You can see his purples and all the purple things. And they were just so happy to have, the wedding of their dreams and their idea of what they thought they wanted to celebrate with. So, all ballroom dancing and mermaid hair aside, I am so happy you sat with me today to walk through some mermaid hair and purples. And then let me know in the comments, like and subscribe also. What what do you think about getting mermaid hair extensions? Have you done it? And would you do it again? Or do you do it all the time? Like, not just for your wedding day. Like, I'm curious about people that do that kind of stuff because I don't have hardly any hair and I don't think I would like extra things on top of my head. But I'm curious as to if you do this all the time, like what do you do with your hair? Do you just kind of like walk around and you're just like flinging it? Do you do ballroom dancing and fling your hair on the dance floor? I would love to know. I have questions. All right, I will talk to you soon and I will see you on the next episode of Every Kind of I Do.